And for all you know, you're one bad sneeze away from throwing your trunk at the crew. We'll be right back.
Don't feel like watching movies, so I'll watch people guess them instead. I don't know how it goes, I think it starts with your show. Wanna laugh,
Hey guys, welcome to the Valleycast, and we were just talking about, what were we just
We were
saying?
having a spur-of-the-moment conversation because you were playing the Warner Brothers theme song
Yes.
like he does, and
Yeah.
he was teeing it up so it'd be ready for a funny comedic moment.
Just a button.
He was a little preparation,
Yeah.
H in the moment of the butt that is our creativity, and I noted that Bugs Bunny and his crew, and Mickey and his posse, have basically been around for 100 years.
Did you know that that his posse, because Mickey and Friends is called the Fab Four.
Didn't know that.
Are they
You
really?
guys didn't know that?
No.
You had to know that.
If I knew it, it left my brain and did not come back.
Wait, that's
Till
the
just
Beatles.
now, yeah. Okay, there it is.
Okay.
I thought it was
You
one
son
where
of a
one's
bitch.
made of stone and the other one
it's
stretches.
It's the Fab Five.
Is it Mickey, Donald, Goofy, Daisy, and Minnie?
I've never
Or
heard
is it
that.
not Daisy and Pluto is in there,
Probably Pluto.
right?
Yeah, no women in there.
It wouldn't have been Pete back in the day. No women? Would it have been
No
Pete?
women
Wouldn't have
in
been
the Fab Five, ever.
That's
No,
a rule.
It's okay. It's Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Goofy.
I nailed it.
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Nobody cared about
So
Daisy back in the day.
The Looney Tunes are the frolicking fucks.
Mel Blanc came up with that, I think.
Hold on.
Dude, yeah, Mel Blanc. I just saw a thing someone posted of Mel Blanc on David Letterman, like way back
Oh,
in the
nice.
day, like early Letterman.
Just doing all his voices and stuff.
Yeah, and he's just like, I mean, it's crazy how like that voice is in your brain. It's just buried in there because that's a voice I
Yeah.
heard as an infant.
Yeah.
And as like a fucking infant child, Looney Tunes were on the TV, and you
All the
hear
time.
fucking Mel Blanc's goddamn voice. So it was really like emotional almost to like hear his voice and hear him do the voice and see it come out of a man,
Right.
Which you kind of
Yeah.
don't really see.
Jarring.
But he did all the fucking voices as like Yosemite Sam and Bugs Bunny and Porky Pig and Foghorn Leghorn and like all the like basically all of them.
And then they put him back in the cage because the studio system was different back then.
Right. Well, Bungalow.
What's, is it Chuck in Looney Tunes? Was a guy named
Chuck
Chuck?
Jones.
Chuck Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those were all the masterminds behind all that.
And they used to go back and forth, I think, on Chuck Jones and whoever the other guy was, and they would each get like an episode, and you could start to
Yeah.
tell the differences, I guess, between the two. Like one
Yeah.
became a little wittier, and the other was more slapstick.
And it's like the most fascinating story of how they like started and what it was all about. And it was like basically like disgruntled animators
Yep.
from like Disney that
They were
were just
pissed,
like
yeah.
so pissed off about non-union, or I thought there was union shit and like
I mean, back then there may not have been. Who knows?
I don't know, but
Yeah.
whatever they were pissed off about, they decided to just like create this thing where they were like, let's just like throw our balls to the wall and just make like wacky ass shit.
Great.
And it's like literally just like dudes making wacky fucking shit.
Yep.
And those early Looney Tunes cartoons are fucking nuts.
Racist.
Well, sure, all of them, yeah, for sure. But they're nuts, man. They're bonkers. It's like really bonkers shit.
Well, yeah, and again, 100 years for both of those, and I can't think of any other IP other than maybe superheroes. So like DC, because that started before Marvel, and then Marvel kicks in a little bit later. Still newer comparatively. Those are kind of it, and then you kind of like, what's in the new batch? I'm like, Mario is there.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Simpsons, like they've been around for 30, 40 years now.
So the
30.
I don't
Wow,
see that
that's
getting longer though. Much
Yeah, because
longer.
like if you put like Bugs Bunny and then like Pikachu up in front of like a child, like I guess maybe the cuteness might have something to do with the choice, but I feel like I wonder if there's like a more
you
of a
think they choose
recognition.
Pikachu?
I think so.
Yeah, for sure.
With
Looney
Pikachu?
Tunes-
Pikachu.
Unless Looney Tunes, and I don't think it's going to happen with Space Jam 2, makes a better comeback, it's going to slowly...
I just think it's done,
Fade.
man.
That's what I
think
mean.
I hate to say it and I hate to think about it.
It's okay.
But it's like the same way I feel about the Muppets at this point
Yeah.
too, which is like
Oh, interesting.
they just keep trying and it just doesn't take.
It doesn't take in the same. It's tough to like. You can't expect the same massive hit that you're going to have in the collective zeitgeist of the community of watchers out there, the people that are taking in content, that's probably still successful enough to keep like dropping it like a drop into the hat every once in a while. A drop into the
Possibly,
hat
yeah.
every once in a
I mean,
while.
they're
The
doing-
technical term for how movies and production companies.
Jesus.
So they're doing that Haunted Mansion.
Jesus is the other one.
Yeah.
That's the other good
He's
IP.
a very old
been around
IP.
for a while.
Right. That's
And he's going strong.
one of the oldest memes.
Yeah.
Speaking of Bugs Bunny, but yeah. So Muppets.
They're doing the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, they're
thing.
doing the Haunted Mansion.
That's
It's coming
cool.
up soon, and
I'm super excited for that.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like anytime there's some kind of cool Muppet thing
Yeah, special.
announced, I always get excited about it. And really, the only thing that's come out in the past like 20 years that has come close to like the majesty of the Muppets' heyday was the fucking Jason Segel movie.
Yeah.
Yep, it was great.
Like-
you know what they should do is a Muppet New Year's Eve special.
Yeah.
That'd be really fun.
Such
Here's
a
the
good
thing.
idea.
You stay up midnight with the Muppets and they're all going crazy,
I
counting
would love
down.
it. The
Animal.
thing is
They
like,
gotta be there by midnight. Yeah.
it's just not the same.
Yeah.
It's just not the same. It's not enough that we have the shell of these things we love. It's not enough anymore. It's not enough that Kermit shows up. There has to be something behind that.
Yes.
And that's what's happening with all these remakes and reboots and refucks and rejiggers and whatever. It's all just like they take the skin of something that you love but the inside is just like hollow.
Yeah.
I think they did a good job with Yogi Bear.
Well, I can't speak to that, but I actually have heard good things about that. Like even people who are mostly cynical on
it's good,
the
great, yeah.
internet have said that they have enjoyed it.
great.
Which
And it
is
has
cool.
heart,
And that's the thing. Like sometimes, yeah,
Yeah, most of these things
sometimes
don't.
it works. Like
But Spider-Man looks fun, huh?
Yeah.
speaking of shells.
You know? That's what
I saw the.
But this is what I want to say about the Muppets, to just put a lid on that.
I have another thing I want to add.
Okay, I want to hear it. And we'll be right back. Right now we have like what's exciting to audiences right now is like big, like epic, like magical, whatever, like Marvel, Star Wars, like these are the huge media franchises right now as far as movies and entertainment goes.
franchise tent poles with big boom booms.
Right.
Yeah.
And the Muppets rose during a time when that was non-existent, and it was just like entertainment was just kind of like the Carol Burnett show and the Dick Van Dyke show and like all these shows that were just kind of like comedy, calm, family, watch along with your kids kind of entertainment. And the Muppets came along at a time when you could like make fun of that kind of, and then it was so different and new for people that it just like exploded at a time when nothing like that existed.
Yeah.
So now what we have is an overabundance of these like big flashy action things and these like comic book movies and these and even though a lot of it's based in franchises and nostalgia and things like that, it's all like big, huge fucking movies. And I think that the Muppets can't compete with that. Like I think that
Agreed.
audiences these days don't want really a parody or even like a facsimile of a modern family kind of like entertainment.
Yeah.
I do believe that if they did the Fast and Furious Muppets crossover event, it would be pretty cool.
Honestly, I'm so down. Like Muppets are Disney right now, so they could effectively.
They would just call it the Fast and the Furious.
Oh,
I
great.
mean,
Great.
Okay, how about this? The What If series does so
That-
well
yeah.
that they do like live action What
That'd be
If
cool.
season, and there's a What If Muppets in the Marvel universe.
Yep.
Like that would be fucking cool.
They've done their up and down resurgence. I think we've talked about this before because we talk about the Muppets once every quarter. But they did when YouTube kind of it started, back Barats and Beretta days. There was like 3 or 4 years, and then everybody kind of caught on a little bit, and then OK Go got into the game, and their Muppets had this little like online resurgence there for a bit.
Well, because it was like, whoa, it's the Muppets.
Well,
They're in a
on
Weezer
YouTube,
video.
yeah.
It's
Oh
the
my
Mu-
god.
but they also-
Keith Fish and Malinger in 2004.
But they also produced Muppet content on their own Muppet channel, and it was some of the
2002.
awesome, like best early YouTube stuff.
Steve Whitmire was still Kermit at the time.
Steve Whitmire still coming.
So they'll come back. They'll figure something
I don't
out.
know, man.
They'll come back.
I want it.
They just need to
I
go
want
away
it.
for a little bit.
I think that,
And then
yeah,
come back.
I think that the Jason Segel movie was a nail on the head. I think they did a great job. It had
Drop in the hat.
It was a drop right in the hat. It felt like there was heart and soul there because Jason Segel's like a huge Muppet fan,
Yeah.
a huge Jim Henson fan, and I think that matters.
You know,
And
Elton John wrote all the songs.
That's not true. Actually, it was
Brett McKenzie.
Britt McKenzie
From
yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's true. Yeah. But like
Just another drop in the hat. Yeah.
Just a drop of that.
Yeah, like I think you know, if they had like left that kind of on its own and then the next one was kind of like still with the same team, that's the thing. It's like there's so much politics in the studio system now too that it's like, you know, like you can't always get the same team on the sequel and shit, and then it just goes to
So
shit.
the problem,
and,
problem, if it is a problem, and then we'll get Kevin's thought that he had, is that back in the day, there was an owner, there was a voice, there was a point of contact that was the visionary behind them. So
Yeah.
the heart was there, the mind was there. Now it's just like it's a studio owned IP, and they're like, we trust you to figure it out.
Yeah.
And that's tough. So there's not going to be like an overlying theme or vision for this group of lovable Muppets because they just keeps getting given to
There's
somebody
no-
else to figure
there's
it
no
out.
focal point.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's
very
tough.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
I
go
was just gonna say that, and you might hate me for saying this, but
The Muppets fucking suck.
no, but hold on, I want to let him finish what he's doing
Go ahead.
so he
No,
can
no.
hear
No,
this.
it's good because you should keep talking.
He's already zoned out. He's just truly trying not to
I
listen to
know,
a word.
That's what it felt like.
It's on my phone now. No, I just need to make sure you sounded good.
I was gonna say that I just don't think about the Muppets. Like when I see a Muppets thing, not growing up with anything Muppets related, I'm just like, okay,
Right,
the Muppets.
right.
So I think that like there's a certain age that totally ended,
Absolutely.
and they're not
Absolutely.
doing anything that's
Yeah,
good
it's-
enough to bring me in and younger to enjoy them like you guys. Did.
Totally.
It's
Yeah.
unfortunate too because I feel like you could watch the older movies and get how brilliant
Totally.
it is, but
You
you just
can-
didn't
it
get it
doesn't
fed to you.
Connect at the same. Yeah.
And from
Yeah.
my perspective, it's like if there was a time in our timeline where I could choose to end the Muppets,
Oh.
so
What
that
a
it's,
power.
so that we had like a
That's-
wonderful
yeah.
series of films and TV shows all lovingly overseen by Jim Henson, the fucking
Yeah.
creator. I don't know if by now in my life if I would be like miserable there wasn't more, you know, like
Yeah.
and that's why this nostalgia shit works so well is because like we can't wait until some kind of memory is picked out of our good days
No, yeah.
to show us a brand new thing is coming to get excited about. And it's good to be able to like see new Muppet things. And a lot of it is like miss, I think, rather than hit. But I love things like Muppets from Space, and I
Yeah.
think Muppet Treasure Island is amazing, and Muppet Christmas Carol. These are all post-Henson projects.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're good. And,
Yeah.
and the Jason Segel movie is good. So there is a chance, I think,
Yeah.
there for something, but I don't think we'll ever see them rise to a height in
Super
which
high
they
level,
were
yeah.
ever again. And it makes me sad because when we were talking about Bugs Bunny and shit, it's like, how much longer is Bugs Bunny gonna be
Yeah.
a fucking thing? You know? And it's like, I don't know.
I watched the new Space Jam with my kids who didn't grow up with Bugs Bunny or any of the Warner Brothers characters at all. And all I was thinking while I was watching it was, I don't think they care. Any kids care about these characters. Like I was like watching it, and I was like the basketball players, because the NBA has kind of transcended sports, and the basketball players are kind of like mini brands
Yeah,
themselves.
yeah.
To the point where they're bigger than Bugs Bunny individually.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And when
Think
they're
about.
in this movie, I'm like, the kids care about the basketball players. They care about LeBron James and Klay Thompson and Damian Lillard, but I don't think they care.
You watch basketball.
I don't think they care too much about the characters. But then, you know, my son got a Space Jam coloring book that my wife got him, and he opens it up. He goes, "Guess who my favorite is?" And I pointed to all the basketball players first, and he goes, "No, On one page, it was Taz, because
Okay.
Yeah,
Taz
great.
transcends
He's the best.
apparently. And then,
Taz can somehow has stage
Yep.
power.
Yeah.
Taz-
We don't know why.
Dude, Taz
It's
was
like
so
it's
huge
like
in the
how
90s.
Elmo exploded
Yeah.
out of the fucking
Yeah,
system.
that's
It's like,
true.
why the fuck is Elmo the
Yeah.
big thing?
I could see it with Jackson specifically.
yeah.
Yeah.
But Taz on the back.
Relatable.
This one. Taz on the back, and then on the front it was Roadrunner. So who knows? Maybe that it's just there's a
Roadrunner,
small, small beating heart.
Here's what I think. I think Warner Brothers knows they have these beloved characters. They own them. They are the owners of these fucking
Lonely heart.
legendary golden age characters, and they want to make money off of it.
Yeah.
So as long as they want that and
Yeah.
they have that, they're gonna keep trying to like make it relevant. And I heard that there was a cool Bugs Bunny cartoon show
They brought one back
that was
recently,
like
yeah.
modern, yeah,
Yeah.
and that people liked it.
You're right. Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
When you played that and you call it the Warner Brothers theme song, is that because it's the Warner Brothers theme song
No.
and not
Did
the
I say
Looney
Warner
Tunes
Brothers
theme song? Okay.
theme song? Yeah, it's the
Wait,
Looney
who
Tunes
said
theme.
that?
At
I
the
might
very
have.
beginning, he
Yeah.
said he's
No,
playing the Warner.
it's a
And I was
song.
like,
It's
this is
an
gonna blow my
actual-
mind if that's not the Looney Tunes.
They actually
theme
played it
song.
before Citizen Kane.
It's called The Merry-Go-Round Broke Down.
like that.
That's the song. That's what the song's called. Yeah.
Which is what Judge Doom says when he's knocking on the.
Because that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Mary.
shaving a haircut. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just a good movie.
Yeah. So good.
Ooh, you could watch that in the theater.
That's excellent. That's excellent.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whoa.
Did you guys know that Bobby Moynihan was working on a Muppet series?
no.
And it was supposed to be a return to form. It was supposed to be a Muppet show. And they did a test run of it at the Hollywood Bowl.
Whoa.
And they did a Muppet show live. And Bobby Moynihan was the special guest. And it was like watching the Muppet Show live at the Hollywood Bowl with like a full orchestra and
Wow.
puppets. And
Did it work then?
it was amazing. It was so good. And then Disney Plus started to brew within the halls of Disney. And they're like, absolutely, this should be a Disney Plus show, right? All of a sudden, fucking Josh Gad swoops in and says, I want to make a Muppet thing. Takes it away from Bobby
Are you out of your
Moynihan.
mind? Are you making this up? Do
No,
you have?
this is true.
Whoa. Wait. So is it being made?
No, because Josh Gad
Josh
swooped
Gad.
in and destroyed it. And then it got announced as a
I'm
Josh
just gonna
Gad.
imagine the most absurd him just storming in and just punching all of them. Just kicking him.
Wait, did Josh Gad want to usurp Monahan and take his place?
I think they just chose Josh Gad to be
the Bobby Moynihan.
the voice of a new Muppet thing over a Bobby
because
Moynihan
he's a super Disney guy now.
because he's locked into Disney.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Can we make a mockumentary of this exact thing happening?
Yeah.
and you play Josh Gad.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so in. I like the Muppets more.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy, dude. So they announced this Josh Gad Muppets thing, and then it like instantly died, and I don't know why. And I think it's because there was like a big kind of argument over like what it was and what it could be and what it originally was with Bobby Moynihan.
And Bobby Moynihan's like I would imagine more of the writer of those two because Josh Gad's great, but he's a
Right.
performer.
Yeah.
He's not
Right.
necessarily the guy who can capture the original.
Yeah, but you're in a meeting with all these Disney executives. You're Josh Gad.
And you're Olaf. Yeah, you're done.
And they're like, so Josh, you want to hear what we're like kind of working on with Disney Plus? Yeah, give it to me. And then they go,
Yeah.
all right, well, we've got like, you know,
Vilifying.
Josh Gad. I know.
I love Josh Gad. I honestly love him. I think he's great. But you know, they're
Don't
like,
stop
"Ooh,
doing it. Don't stop doing it."
We got all this fucking shit. We got a Mandalorian show. Ooh, I love Star Wars. And then they just keep going.
What if he tried to take every one of those
I
projects?
mean, he probably could.
I'll be the Mandalorian.
They're like some executives over here is like, we could put him in a fat suit and make him an alien. And then Josh Gad goes, no, I'm already in a fat suit, guys. And then they all go,
I love Olaf.
and then that money just starts vomiting
Oh,
out of their mouth.
Olaf is one of the best animated.
I love.
We can do
Josh
the let's do the disclaimers. Yes. Oh my
Gad.
goodness.
I love.
I love
I
Josh.
love Josh
We
Gad.
love Josh.
Make
love
no
Josh
mistake.
Gad.
I love Josh
Wonderful.
Josh
Gad.
Gad,
Genius.
love him.
But And then they were probably like, we have this Muppets thing Bobby Moynihan's working on.
You probably don't want that.
What's that? And if he's like interested, they're gonna be like, well, let's see what we can do.
Yeah, especially that contract that they have isn't it's like it's both ways, right?
Right.
They're like,
Yeah.
well, you're locked up for 40 projects, and they're also like, we gotta get out of this Josh Gad business.
Right.
We gotta give him some projects ASAP.
Right.
Give him the Muppets.
And then imagine like someone goes to Bobby Moynihan and they're like, hey, Bobby, what's up, man? Great to see you. Here's the deal. So we just had a meeting with Josh Gad. I know. Millions of dollars vomit out of their mouth. The janitors are scooping it up because they can keep the money.
Oh boy, sign me up.
There's just so much vomit money everywhere because it's Disney and they all vomit money.
He's getting real mad about this.
And they go, Bobby, guess what? He's interested in like being a part of the show. And Bobby goes like, oh, that's cool.
That's great.
And then
Sign
they
him
go,
So we'll call you, I guess.
and then he goes like, what? He wants to be in the room when we like write stuff, or maybe like help. What does he want? Like, and they go, well, he wants to like be a big part of this.
Grab him by the collar.
Yeah.
And Bobby Moynihan might have gone like out of that meeting and gone, oh fuck, he's
Yeah.
gonna take my shit away. He's so much bigger than me, man.
Yep.
And who knows? Maybe
Tragic.
politically he got pushed out in some way. I mean, look, a lot of this is conjecture,
Yeah.
but
Steve made up the whole damn thing.
I know. I would love that. I
I'll be
think
right
if,
back.
if we did
Warner Brothers theme.
if we did segments where we made up really believable Hollywood gossip stories,
That's really good, actually.
Hollywood 101.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, one of them's true. So it's
Yeah.
like 3 Hollywood truths and a lie or something.
That's pretty fun. I like that.
One
like
of
that
them's a
time
truth.
John Krasinski got kind of called out because he was responding to people criticizing John Krasinski as a fan of John Krasinski. He was pretending to be a
right.
fan and telling him how much he works out and how much he could beat him up.
He was doing that Kevin Durant thing. I watch basketball.
Anyway, so I don't know. I would love to see more Muppet stuff, I guess. But, this Haunted Mansion thing sounds pretty cool. I'm pretty excited.
That'd be
about
great.
it.
Yep. I
it's
watched.
good.
I sat down and just turned on. Did you guys watch America the Motion Picture?
No, but Matt said it's real good.
Holy crap! It's so fucking fun.
So explain it. It's an animated
It's an animated movie by, I don't know who the writer is, but the animation company, I'm pretty sure, is the animation company behind Archer.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's basically about the founding of America, but it's just ass backwards and crazy
What's
and
it on?
violent. It's on Netflix.
Netflix.
It's on
Oh,
Netflix.
nice.
Channing Tatum is George Washington. Andy Samberg, in like the most impressive, didn't know it was him until the credits role that I've seen him
Wow.
in, is Benedict Arnold, who is the antagonist of the whole thing, and he sides with the British. It's fucking amazing. Simon Pegg is King
Yeah.
James.
We got Channing Tatum, Jason Mantzoukas, Olivia Munn,
Yep.
Bobby Moynihan. Hey.
Yep, Bobby Moynihan is Paul Revere.
Judy Greer.
And Judy Greer's in it, which is another Archer connection.
Will Forte.
Will Forte is Abe Lincoln, and
All your
Abe
favorites.
Lincoln and George Washington are like best friends in
Oh,
it.
man, I love that.
Will Forte's voice is so fun.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
so fucking bonkers and
Love
good.
it. Oh, man. I mean, and he's so funny. He's just naturally funny. Like,
Yeah.
so fun to watch him do shit.
I don't have much more to say on it other than you guys should all watch it and then we'll talk about it because
Cool.
it's so funny and it was refreshing and it's, like I said, it's stupidly violent. It's making fun of America, but it's also just like turning the American exceptionalism up to a 10.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
great.
It's
I'll definitely.
amazing.
Well, we started watching a show on Peacock
Hell yeah.
called Dr. Death, starring Joshua Jackson from
Oh,
The Mighty
Joshua
Ducks
Jackson
as the
Dawson's
titular.
Creek's own.
Yes, and it's set in 2012. It's based on a true story about a doctor who would operate on people and intentionally botch it, and then was a egomaniac. And it's got
What?
Alec Baldwin as well as Christian Slater playing the older doctors who are onto it.
Gleaming the cube. What?
That
What the
sounds
hell?
riveting, actually.
It's kind of cheesy, actually.
But riveting.
It's a little fun. It's like you know how when they do dialogue sometimes and it's back and forth and it's real witty and it just
But
comes
is it
off really
riveting?
written. Yeah.
Well, there we go. It's
Because,
riveting.
like, it sounds riveting. Like, I don't care if it's cheesy. By the end of the first
It's
episode,
fun.
are you like, let's go to the next one?
It's like pure saccharine drama. Yeah.
Like, and you're
It
just
give
binging
me-
it.
give
You're
me.
just binging it?
Yeah, and it's also Joshua Jackson
Then it's riveting.
playing 3 different. It's okay. Okay, it's a riveting show. It's a riveting show.
you, that's
It's an
all I want.
unbelievably. It is the best show.
Joshua Jackson being all present and good in it because he's really
present.
good.
He's riveting. He's a riveting performer.
Don't believe it.
I'm in, man. It sounds riveting. I mean,
Wait,
Anyway.
true story? This dude was just killing people on purpose?
Yeah. I don't know how he gets caught, but
I
they,
think that's actually a common thing. I
Yeah.
mean, not super common.
Nurses
That's
too.
that's not a fun thing to
Yeah,
consider
not at
at
all.
any time.
No, it's actually make you a little. It made me a little freaked out by
I don't like that at all.
surgeons and doctors and stuff, and it shows sort of like in the. It doesn't get really gory, but it shows like the nurses in the room while it's happening, and as they're all kind of like. I guess how it went down is a lot of the nurses were like, "This isn't how you do it. Like you can't. This shouldn't take 2 extra hours. Like patients are losing more blood than they should, and then they have to go report it, but they have to be secretive about it. It's really crazy."
Whoa, it's like I guess it makes sense. It's like you get bored at a job, right? You work at Taco Bell, and there's a way you're supposed to make everything, and then one day you're like, you know what? I'm gonna
kill
fuck with
people.
I'm gonna fuck with this chalupa just a little bit. Just because
Yeah.
I'm bored, I've made a bunch of chalupas.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna change it up today. And the doctor's just like, God, it saves so many lives.
well.
It's boring. I gotta switch it up today.
What if I tie this over here?
I gotta put a chalupa inside.
What if I put this in here too? Oh, a couple pennies. That's fine.
Comparing a surgeon to a Taco Bell chef is very funny.
Yeah. You know how it's just like.
I have a lot of respect for them.
Yeah.
I have a lot of
Surgeons or
respect.
Taco Bell
Both.
chefs?
Well, I try. It's that
Yeah, both. Because there was
basically the same thing.
Not to brag, but I've been to a Taco Bell test kitchen.
Oh.
Where you can like make
cool.
you can eat all the new food that they're like launching it way into new seasons, or perhaps at other parts of the world that you'll never get.
Okay.
New seasons.
But yeah, like fall
Yeah,
and
yeah.
things like that, quarters,
Fall
and things like that.
chalupa.
So the fall
Christmas
lupa.
chalupa.
That's what I think of.
The fall
chalupa.
chalupa just has cinnamon in it.
Is this a churro? No, it's a fall chalupa.
But they had like a station that looks it's an exact replica of like a Taco Bell restaurant kitchen, and you can like make your own Taco Bell food. You can make whatever you want. All the ingredients are there.
It sounds like a theme park. It sounds like Legoland for
I know
tacos.
it's really awesome.
Yeah.
It's truly this
Where
shit.
is it?
It's like Willy Wonka shit. It's in Irvine, but you can't go. It's like a
Just you. You can't go.
It's not like it's not a public thing. Yeah, unfortunately,
right.
It's like a special
I figure.
thing
Yeah.
they have. Yeah.
I just didn't know if there's a.
I mean, if you want to go, we can go. Do you want to go?
Maybe we could email.
Yeah, I can connect you with my.
Oh.
Can I go inside of your big Taco Bell home, please?
Yeah, you could probably just ask
kinda-
Grace, but I can help you if you want.
I don't know. I don't know if she'd go for it.
Okay, all right. So anyway,
I think she specifically said, "Elliot, you can't have Taco
can't
Bell."
have
At so
well, then we can be. I'll secretly
Great.
take you.
Elliot, that doctor that you went to
Scandalous.
that's trying to kill you, you're not supposed to have Taco Bell anymore.
yeah.
But anyway, so I've tried to make like Taco Bell food, and it's actually surprisingly hard to make
Difficult?
it. Yeah, because it's just like you got to fold things, you got to
Yeah.
you got to put just the right amount of ingredients in, otherwise
Yep.
it's like it won't close and like.
Do you think with practice you would have gotten better and
Sure,
good at
yeah. Or if I'd watched like a training video or something.
it? Because
Or someone showed me how to
Like
do it.
if you would have had the job for a little while.
But I definitely made a taco salad with churros and Cinnabons and icing
Nice.
as the dressing.
Gross.
Just for fun. I didn't eat it or anything. I threw it right away in front of a homeless person. Is it okay to call him that?
I think
Yeah, well, it's Jonathan Homeless.
yeah.
Joe, I was reading about the writer of America the Movie, whose name is
America
David...
the Motion Picture.
America the Motion Picture, sorry. Whose name is David Callahan, who wrote the film version of Doom,
Oh.
and then wrote a movie called what's it called? Around that time, a movie called Barrow, Barrow, that became The Expendables.
Oh, whoa. Look at that.
Yeah, and then he ended up writing Wolfman for Dark Universe, which is never going to happen. Patty Jenkins hired him to write Wonder Woman script, and then he wrote the Shang-Chi script.
Oh, shit.
He's all over
Spider-Man
the place.
Into the Spider-Verse sequel,
Okay, so this guy's
Good
the
boy.
shit.
and he's writing the live-action remake for Hercules.
So this guy's an amazing...
He actually was part of a new Muppets project, but Bobby Moynihan
That's
actually
right.
took it
That's
from
right.
him.
And guess who else was involved?
Who?
Josh Anyway,
Just bust through the door.
so Kevin, how are you doing after the podcast where you shit your pants, filled your pants with diarrhea?
When did we record that?
Last week.
But that was a Friday, and it happened because that stomach thing lasted for an entire week.
What do you think
and
happened?
Elliot have something in common.
We might.
Yeah.
That's what I think it might have been, was a stomach bug.
Yeah.
Because
Was
that
it La Llorona?
We bet a lot of poop.
is that yes.
You don't have to go through the whole story, but you
No.
pooped yourself.
Just
Oh,
a
he
lot
He
pooped himself
filled
real
his
good.
red pants. Remember his red pants?
no, really?
His red pants that
They're
he
in the
loves?
trash now.
Yeah.
He filled them.
I never in a million years saw the thought that the title would be so exactly what you were saying.
Uh-huh.
It's truly-
I thought maybe it would be like,
Elliot-
when Kevin was in
No.
8th grade.
Not to spoil the story too much for those that want to go back and listen to it, but when we say he filled it to the brim, he overflowed the brim at the bottom of his ankles.
Are
He
you
had to-
for
he had to-
real?
He had to
And-
cuff his ankles.
And he washed him
But
out
I
in the
didn't get
shower.
any.
He
There was,
tried
not,
to wash him out in the shower.
there was not a drip in the bathroom, in the living
Wow.
room, anywhere.
Good
it was
pants,
all in. That's
Well,
right.
because you, yeah.
Those good
yeah.
red pants.
But how do you feel post? Like, are you out of it? Like, do you feel? Are you
feels
still
like-
traumatized?
No, it feels like that was 2 years ago now.
That's repression.
yeah,
But,
yeah.
You know,
I buried it way down.
well, it'll always feel like 2 years ago,
Yeah.
no matter what. Like,
Yeah.
last time you shit yourself, that feel like 2 years ago.
Yeah, exactly about 2 years ago.
Right.
And it was riveting.
It might have been 10. You know?
So just not, again, you have to say the whole thing again, but hold on now.
I'll
this
give-
came
Well,
out.
wait, let's listen to the
just
episode right now.
Yeah.
Cut to the
This
episode.
came out of
And then-
nowhere? You were just walking, it
I was-
happened?
I was playing Fortnite with Steve, and then
Oh, you
I-
said you were with Steve. You were
I
with
was
Well, we
playing
were
it with Steve,
online.
and then
Oh, I see.
I got a little cramp in the stomach that quickly turned into I got a shit.
Yeah.
And then I stayed on the game too long to help them out in the game
Because he didn't want to mess
Didn't
up
want
a
to screw it
gameplay
up.
moment.
So then when I got up, I was like, it's too late, and I tried to get to the bathroom and
Yeah,
didn't make it.
he
But I
sacrificed
made it-
himself.
Yeah,
And his red
red
pants.
pants for a video
and
game
socks
moment.
and underwear.
And
whole...
I took you aside and said, Kevin, you did it. Thank you for doing that. I'm sorry you ruined your pants, but never
Pants.
your pants.
Don't ever do
Like,
that to your
never
pants.
do that again. Like, if you got, like, never, like, go to the fucking bathroom. Like, you can log
know.
out in the middle of a game, even if you just wanted to, for no reason. Like, we wouldn't have given you shit for it. We would have laughed at you for a second.
I think I needed to go through that to
yeah,
understand.
yeah.
There are certain mistakes you have to make in order to win.
Elliot, the story's crazy.
Insane. I mean, dude,
It's
so
really
funny.
crazy.
I know what you're talking about from when the cramps go from, oh, that's a little, and
Yeah.
then, oh, I have to go
and your
immediately.
stomach just
I would have
busts
made
open
it
the
if
door.
I wouldn't have stayed on the game.
Do you guys feel like
You wouldn't have made it?
I would have.
Yeah.
So it was my fault. Like
Yeah,
waiting
he
too
stayed
long.
playing.
You were in denial. You were like, it'll bet if I will this away, if I don't pay attention
Yeah.
to it.
Do you guys feel like there's a moment? So like the sequence of events is kind of like, because this is how I go: cramp, and then it's like, like a bloat after the cramp. You're like, whoa, okay, now I'm feeling kind of like whoa, and then you're like, maybe this is a fart, and you just try a little push. And you can feel like something's coming, and you're like, okay, now we know what this is. And then it's bathroom time. Is that a
For
similar
what, though?
experience?
Just
to you
when you
guys?
have like diarrhea.
Well,
Similar.
yeah, so the cramp only that diarrhea cramp is
Yeah.
an undeniable cramp that only happens when one of two things is about to
You
happen.
eat the Christmas chalupa.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, that's the way it happens.
Cinnamon.
But the result of that eating is one of two. That cramp feeling is
Yep.
one of two things. It's like either a fucking real hot nasty fart is coming, or you've got a real bad problem on its way.
I don't think I get the bloat.
But like,
It's more
Might
a
come
burn.
later. I didn't get the bloat. I think so. I was a little older.
I see.
And then now I know it's
When
bloating.
everything starts to break down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just the food, but
but
everything
do you
else.
test it?
Yeah.
Do you test it with a little fart?
Yeah,
Do
I've
you
done it.
try?
Of
course.
Yeah.
Right. You gotta.
There's during the pandemic, there was a good 3 or 4 times that I didn't do the test, and I was just like, time to make people laugh. And there goes another undie.
Wow, you guys are pooping your pants left and right in here.
I truthfully, I can't even remember the last time I pooped myself.
Oh, I did it a bunch
I
during the pandemic.
think it was like over
Just
a
to keep
decade
things
ago.
interesting.
Well, the time before that was when I was like in Little League baseball and
Right.
pooped my pants on the field.
Well, you're still a
in
young boy.
white pants.
You're 15.
What?
That's probably what story Elliot thought it was gonna be.
Yeah. No, I
Not last
never
week.
ever thought it'd be last week.
You pooped your like?
That's-
Were you were you just
It
in the
was the
outfield?
most embarrassing.
Were you
thing
in the
ever.
outfield just
I was
waiting
in
for the ball?
Outfield and then I just started to poop, and then just started running. Just started running.
Were you running because you were trying to run away?
Run to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I can't.
What direction
Run
did
into
you
the
run
ocean, run into the forest.
Home base.
Towards home.
And then
Right.
through home base to the parking lot where
Because
the
that's
bathrooms
where
are.
you knew where. So you were heading straight to the bathroom.
And I still have you know how like it's very blurry memory? One of the main memories is just like the first person me running and feeling the poop like hitting in my pants. and the shame that came from that.
Were you the right fielder?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
So was it visible?
I'm sure. I mean, once I saw in the bathroom,
I bet
that,
nobody saw
my
it. I bet
it's very
I
possible.
bet most people didn't even know what was going on.
The rest of like surrounding that is blacked out. I don't
Isn't
remember
that so
any.
funny how you feel so mortified by it, but like in reality, like no one maybe even realized what was
Yeah?
happening.
Well,
I would have known. I was that little boy's just shitting himself.
That kid shit himself.
did you call timeout? Did you like?
No, I think
you
I just ran.
went.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, if you're a good coach, you're
man.
like, he's shitting himself or he's got to shit or he's puking. Let's go. Like nobody cares, right? Like even the guy, like even if there's an Elliot in the crowd,
That kid shit himself.
if there's an Elliot that's like that kid shit himself, that's as far as it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That guy's not gonna bully you. Or
that kid's
anything.
shitting himself. All right, let's go, Tyler.
Yeah,
3 on 3 down. Let's go,
Yeah.
Throw the heater.
I'm Josh Gad. I own this team now.
Wow, you have 2 good shitting your pants.
But those are like the main two.
Those are
Do
Yeah.
you think
but-
about that every day?
I think about it more often than I like to admit. Like it's probably a twice a year thought that comes.
So
into
let's
my
explore that a little
brain.
bit because I truly think like that, as mortifying as it felt like it was.
Yes.
As an adult, you can reflect on that and see that like truly like probably no one gave a shit.
Yeah.
And this,
except for Kevin himself.
Got him.
but here you are as an adult, still kind of like lamenting this mortifying moment in your life. Have you reflected on the fact that like truly this mortification, is that a word? Mortification?
I believe it, Dr. Mortification.
I think is
Rick and
truly
mortification.
within
Thank
you and something that could easily be let go of. You know,
I think it is let go of, but I won't. I mean, the shame. I'm more talking about there was so much shame in the moment.
right.
Yeah.
But that shame haunts you. It seems
No,
it doesn't haunt you.
I'm healed.
Would you say
Okay.
the shame is riveting?
Like if the shame were a series you could binge.
Would you find it riveting?
After the first episode, would you be excited to see the next one?
Yes.
Would
it's
you say
riveting.
that shame was just a drop in the hat?
Wow.
I think
Can
the
we
most
can we title this episode "Shame is just a
the
drop in
the hat. Yeah, dude. What you're talking about, Kevin obviously got over it right away because it took him less than a week to talk about the story publicly.
Yeah.
That means he's great.
Well,
Like,
this one, yeah, I'm talking about the
Yeah.
Little League.
but even the
Incredible.
prior one, like my shit story that I talked about on SourceFed, that was a secret that I kept close to my chest and ass until I told it on that podcast because I was so ashamed of it. It was the most cathartic thing I could have ever done because I took ownership over and realized how fucking funny it was. I don't even think I told my wife up until that point. It was like that was a secret.
Do you
Did
think
she
you
just
didn't-
notice you couldn't make eye contact with her for a while?
for years? Did you not tell her because you thought there was a chance she wasn't going to find it funny?
I don't know why. I just like truly was because the amount of shit that was in my pants
Yeah.
and the way that night felt like it wasn't what you do. You don't talk about it. But then after years of being on the internet where we've just said every story, where we've been like, okay, here's where I've been vulnerable in life, you find out that that's okay and
Yeah.
it's healthy at times. So as long as you've got some parameters. And yeah, I'm glad that I told it because I took ownership over that moment and now I get to rejoice in it.
What story do you find more embarrassing? The one or like more embarrassing to tell? Because you're talking about how like you had the courage to tell that story, and it was in your journey to find it funny and rather than humiliating or embarrassing or something. But was that story harder to tell than the one where that weird thing happened to your balls on the gravitron?
It was my asshole.
asshole?
That's right.
But see, even telling that the Gravitron asshole story.
Larry
Which-
King asked that question.
Which do you feel more shame about?
Which one do you feel more shame about? You shit yourself or the one where that weird thing happened to your asshole in the Gravitron?
man.
Was one harder to tell?
Oh boy! Well, the first time telling the shit one, the Gravitron one, was years after I figured out that pulling the Band-Aid on dumb moments was actually better.
And fun. And,
Yep.
and
The
fun.
weird thing that happened to your ass on the Gravitron. God, it's like a young adult novel.
It's like that
By
Chuck
John
Tingle
Green.
guy.
John Green's not really titling his stuff very interestingly anymore.
He's just not trying anymore.
Here's my new book, Weird Things That Happened to My Asshole on the Gravitron.
Yeah.
I'm still honestly, dude. Like I think you. Speaking of, well, you were talking about John Green, but Hank does a lot of TikToks, and they're great. And he's such a good. I mean, he's
very good at it.
He's doing stuff on TikTok where you feel like that the platform could be used that way, and that would be a better way to use TikTok rather than all the other stuff.
Yeah.
But he's doing such cool shit there. If you don't follow him, you should, because it's really good shit. Because most of the time, he'll do funny things or whatever, but he'll also do these things where he'll like explain things that are kind of like strange and unexplainable. Like some people will be like, you know, what? Like what's an example? Like why does this bug make this sound or something?
Yeah. Like he'll just take.
He did a good
comments.
one
Yeah.
on farts, on how people say
yeah.
farts are you smelling your poop, or ingesting your own poop, and he was like, kinda, but not really. He was like,
Yeah, and then
it's gas that has not been able to. So it's around your poop, but it's not like you're not breathing in.
it's like got some of your poop in
Yeah.
it, but it's not full.
It's not
poop.
full poop.
It's not air poop.
Gas. Yeah.
Yeah, some poop.
Poop solid,
Well,
gas,
it's poop
not-
air, but it's not air poop.
Exactly.
So, but anyway, my
I think that was verbatim what he did, what he said. It's very educational.
right, and that's what he does. He kind of does it in like a really simple way, and it's so well
He
explained.
makes it for the layman.
For me, it's like this thing that happened to you on the Gravitron is
Yeah.
so bizarre
It's
to
a
me.
mystery.
Like, what happened? And why have I never heard of this ever happening? Ever. You should make a TikTok where you tell the story and then ask Hank,
Dear Hank,
what
happened to my asshole on the
Yeah.
Gravitron?
Like, just, but obviously be a little, like, so my butt, like, you be a little bit less disgusting, I guess, because he'll probably make a video out of it.
Use all the
he
medical
knows.
terms. Anus.
Yeah.
you know,
Because he could, for all we know, it's like a
Right next to my
centrifugal
perineum.
force kind of thing. And for all you know, you're one bad sneeze away from throwing your trunk at it, Drew. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the ad read, everybody. Hi, it's me, Joe Beretta, and I'm here with our favorite sponsor, MeUndies, today. Been with us since the start. We love them here on the Valleycast and at the Valleyfolk. So, here we go. It's fall, y'all. Time to replace your water intake with pumpkin spice lattes and get out of your way to step on a crunchy leaf, because the coziest time of the year is here. Find your comfort in undies, loungewear, and more with MeUndies. Because MeUndies believes that comfort is more than what's touching your skin. It's about feeling comfortable in your skin. Fall's the best time of the year because the temperature starts to drop, things get a little bit cooler, and then you get to start wearing clothes that are constantly hugging you. It's like cuddling your everydays. That's why fall is awesome, and that's why I look forward to it. And guess what? MeUndies helps out with that because they're awesome. And also, imagine the softest thing you've ever felt. Are you doing that? Now imagine the same thing, but on your butt. You're now thinking about MeUndies. They are designed by the country's top softness scientists to be the softest thing you've ever worn. Period. From MeUndies, you get undies to loungewear. Their fabrics are breathable, light, and almost irresponsibly cozy. Really, you might not be able to stop lounging on the couch. You've been warned. Available in sizes extra small through 4XL in a variety of classic colors and iconic prints, MeUndies will have your back and your butt all fall long. Again, my drawer at home now is only MeUndies. I got fun prints. I got solid prints. I got something for everything. Every time of the year, I got something from MeUndies, but fall is the best, and they're here to stock you up. So MeUndies has a great offer for our listeners. For any first-time purchasers, you get 15% off and free shipping. MeUndies also has their problem-free philosophy. If you're not satisfied with any product for any reason, they'll refund or exchange it. No caveats, no questions. So again, I can't vouch for them anymore. MeUndies is a favorite sponsor, but also favorite thing in my underwear drawer. I highly, highly suggest you check it out. So to get 15% off your first order, free shipping, and 100% satisfaction guarantee, go to MeUndies.com/Valley. That's MeUndies.com/Valley. Go check them out. Get some fall up on your butt.
And maybe Hank knows that.
One bad sneeze away from. Are you sure that that's not the title?
One bad sneeze away from throwing your trunk out.
Oh man.
Anyway, but I've always been baffled by that. I want to know what.
Dude,
what
someday
it
I
is.
will have the courage. I will do a second test run, and we'll find out if this
Oh
is
my
a,
God!
if this is a
Joe
thing.
rides the Gravitron again.
Yeah.
After the weird butthole thing.
If we all went on the
Joe.
Gravitron and you were on one opposite side, and then we went,
like, "It's happening!"
and we just study you as it goes around.
Right, digging nose.
It's actually making me sweat just thinking about it. It was horrible, you guys.
I mean, you said you were terrified.
Yeah.
You said, let's relive these moments.
Yeah, I was on my hands and knees afterwards. Like
Right.
it was pain. It was.
Did it happen right away?
It,
took
well,
a moment.
well, it takes a second because that thing doesn't go full
No,
Gravitron speed at first.
But
it builds
when
up.
it was full speed. Is
But
when
once it was
happened.
full speed with that fun part where you're supposed to like try and lift up your head or like turn yourself upside down, I was like,
like Josh Gad.
yeah. Fucking DJ in the center's doing their
Yeah.
Were you? Go on.
I just know for a fact that inevitably one day again I will ride a Gravitron, and because of your story, I'm truly gonna be like so tight. I'm gonna be like,
I don't do things
Clenched.
that spin, so you'll
How-
never catch
really,
me.
yeah, I'll do it, but
How like scared of you of that ride were you in general?
Zero.
Right?
I
'Cause
ride
I was like,
rides.
is it like
you,
a like
you
you
could
were
argue you were too relaxed.
like, I mean, yeah.
Whoa, maybe Hank
Yeah.
should know that part
Yeah.
before he makes his video.
Nope, don't like it. Getting all verklempt over here. I don't.
But the thing is like, I think the first time you told that story, I like went to Google and was like, I need to know more about this because that's crazy.
And now nothing.
Like the fact that you were so like, it was such a foreign feeling to
Yeah.
you. And then you said you were in pain afterwards.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
In pain.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just like a weird feeling for the 2 minutes of a
It was
ride.
truly physical.
It was physically
Yeah.
painful, and then the pain continued.
Dude, I've went on other spinny rides, but none have done that.
So you never went on a Gravitron again after
I have
that?
not. No, man. I
What if
sent
it was
you
just
guys
that one.
Yeah,
I know, maybe that one went a little too
Gravitron.
fast.
That Gravitron had a little bit too much
What
gravity.
if?
Yeah.
There's
What
literally
if?
nothing on the internet about it.
And I have two theories
I've
about
never
that.
I've never heard of anything that
Okay,
doesn't
I
have
have
something
two
on the
theories
internet.
why it's not on the internet. But before that, I want to pitch J.J. Abrams a show idea. Okay, here's the elevator pitch.
Uh-huh.
The Gravitron.
6 unsuspecting carnival goers board a Gravitron spinning ride.
Okay.
Little do they know, each one of them
Is
will
gonna have their
experience a
asshole torn
phenomenon. What if every person felt the same thing in there? And that particular Gravitron was just too fast. Or
Wait, did
something
you
was
have
wrong.
any friends or family in there
Yeah,
with you?
they were all fine.
See?
Wait, but for real though? Because when you're a certain age, like, did you tell people what was wrong?
Yeah.
Like right away?
Yeah. They're like,
You-
what's wrong? Like it felt like it was tearing my asshole out.
And they were like, what?
Yes, 100%.
All right.
Did any of your relatives, when you got off, did any of them look like 5 years older?
Were you on a beach, perhaps?
Yeah.
Dude, Elliot, my theory on why you can't find anything and why I didn't find anything
Yeah.
way back in the day is because people don't want to talk about that.
Joe shouldn't have said anything.
No, it's not that. It's
I know, but you would think someone, even anonymously,
I know.
would have said something.
That's why I'm saying we got to get Hank Green on this.
Yeah, we gotta.
We gotta get him.
Because I put in Gravitron prolapsed and then
What if you got
Gravitron prolapsed anus, and I
yeah.
found nothing.
What if you got a call from Hank Green and he was just like, Joe, hey man, this is gonna sound kind of weird, but can I get a picture of your butt?
It's for science.
It's for science and a TikTok. So if you don't like science, at least it's for TikTok. Oh boy.
Man,
Anyways, follow Hank Green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real, dude.
Good God. I'll do it.
I really want to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That
with
reminded me too. I was on a water slide and I was very little, and me and my dad and sister joke about it all the time. It was one of those big water slides where you jump in and then it's super steep down.
Ours was called the Geronimo.
Yeah.
Racist.
Tube, so you couldn't see outside. And right when I went down it, it was the scariest feeling ever. I hated it. But my arms started, like, because you're supposed to go like this, supposed to cross your arms across your chest.
For safety.
Yeah. My arms immediately, like, went up and then started flailing around.
Just because of the wind or the
No. All I remember is so much adrenaline and fear. And I think and I think all of that fear, like,
Muppet.
yeah, like, and so we
Kermit
always,
the Frog. Man.
Yeah.
so now my dad will always be like, "You want to go on the water slide?"
Oh my god. And you went on more water slides after
Not like that. Because that was one of those really big ones. But just, I think it was so much
You
adrenaline.
couldn't-
Yeah, I couldn't
yeah.
control myself. But I
Your
still-
body was trying to escape
Yeah.
the moment.
That's still an image I have of, like, it was a yellow tube, and I just see my hands, like,
First person point of view.
Ah!
Oh man, good times.
That's another thing. Like, why did my body do that?
I mean, yeah. I also, have you guys ever seen those videos of people like on roller coasters and there's like a GoPro on them and they like pass out?
Yeah, they
those
just
are
black.
nuts.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
those
and then
are,
they wake back up.
and they're like, yeah! Well, some of them are like, no! like they wake up kind of screaming.
and then they pass back out.
Yeah, and then they pass back out. Yeah, and then they go, no! They're like so... They're so, like, you can't even imagine what your brain's... Like, if you put your brain... This is another
You
reason why
scare
I don't
your
really-
brain so much that you pass
it's
out
like,
and it thinks
we need
it's
to
over.
shut down.
It thinks
Yeah.
it's over,
Like,
only
this
to
is-
wake up and still be doing it.
This is why I don't like roller... I mean, this is one of many reasons why I don't like roller coasters, but it's like, if you're going to put your brain through so much trauma on a fucking ride, like, that, I don't know if that's worth it to me.
Then, yeah.
It's just not worth it
Yeah.
to me.
But sometimes you can just be out playing, right backfield and standing there, and all
Right
of a sudden,
backfield.
what's that called? What'd you call it? Right outfield.
Right field.
Right field.
Right backfield.
Right
Just
back
another
field.
drop in the hat, my
Right
friend.
out
Favorite
there.
Huey Lewis album.
Sometimes you're pooping, and you run as fast as you can immediately to the
Yeah.
bathroom, and you think after it's done, that's never gonna happen again.
I learned my lesson.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh boy. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, and certainly I like, I have other vices and other things that are not necessarily the most healthy for my body. So, but it's so scary when you see people like literally black out, because it's like you've actually just like put your brain through trauma. That your brain is like, brain is like, I can't compute this fear
Goodbye.
and terror
Yeah.
and pressure and pain. Like, I can't compute. And it's like, isn't that crazy to push your brains
It's a
to its
reset button.
absolute limit?
Yeah.
Boom. And
And
it's
then
just
it
like
wakes up
fuck it.
10 seconds later. All right, back on. Like, no.
Right. It just had to do like a little reboot, maybe.
Yeah. Yep.
But it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's so scary to me.
I've never passed out. Have you guys passed out? I've never blacked out.
but I think I felt close to it.
Really?
Like the room starts to just fade a little bit, and you kind of get a little dizzy.
That
right?
just keeps happening, and then you just wake up.
right.
Weird. Have you, Elliot? Ever?
Not
Okay.
really, no.
All right. Well, there we go.
Is that what happens?
Yeah,
Like everything kind of just
you've
goes
probably
dark.
all gotten up, and then it got dizzy, and
Yeah.
kind of like, and then that just keeps happening to where you're like,
Like, that's the thing. It's like I felt like I've gotten so close to the passing out part, but like not actually passing
Yeah.
out. It's like almost like the iris is closing in, and then it's like whoop.
the difference with the roller coaster one though, I feel like that would be a quick, because it's probably been two or
that's
three
not like
times.
passing out.
Yeah,
Because
that's just like
yeah.
almost like a knockout, because
Yeah.
that's probably different than
Because passing out happens for all sorts of different reasons, but yeah, like you've exacerbated the moment
Yeah.
of like
The
your
build-up.
brain needing to pass out.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, we need to do this now.
Yep.
Yeah. Have you seen those videos of like Air Force trainees?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and they put them through those fucking
Insane,
things.
yeah,
Like, I just
zero
love
G
it.
stuff.
I worry about
Yeah.
their assholes.
It's
bet you
do you
do.
think about it every time?
Man, I'm sweating again.
I like to just watch compilations of those because it's
Yeah.
just everybody's so different. Like they try to like they like really try not to pass out, and then they're just like
You saw the clip of the girl with the bird, right?
Yeah, that's what I was
It's
gonna
so
say.
good.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
what was that
What
one?
a gift.
oh man, I'll have to pull it up right now.
Yeah, bird
Do you
just
remember
lands.
Fabio? What happened to Fabio?
Oh yeah,
Fabio?
on the roller coaster, just smacked in the face with a
yeah.
bird.
So
This is
there's
close
footage
to
of
it.
it happening. the moment it happens.
Oh, with this girl? Is that what I'm
with
about to
this
watch?
girl,
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not bad.
No, it's funny.
Just swallows the bird.
Yeah, yeah, it poops out an egg.
a big bird.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
If you eat a bird, you
Yeah.
poop out an egg.
Walk up to me and just be like, what the fuck is in your mouth?
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
This is free.
Oh, he just says it.
Mud.
She was so scared. Now she's having a great
Now
time.
she's laughing.
Yeah.
Her friend didn't even.
She's like, is this supposed to happen?
The bird's like hugging her.
I know, it's like,
Wow. That was great. One
I
more
just love how
time.
she's not sure if it's part of the ride or not for a second.
She's looking to like confirm what's happening with other humans, but she swiftly finds out there's nobody there.
God.
Wow.
Bird.
The birds are just hugging her. Oh my goodness.
Bird does not want to be there either.
And then she grabs it by the scruff of its neck and throws it. Wow.
I love how he's just in there.
That's some good stuff.
Anyway,
Yeah.
All right. Well,
would you guys rather go in a gravitron and have your asshole, your trunk pop out,
It didn't pop out, it just felt like it
or
was.
be playing center left midfield and you poop your pants when you're 15?
Let us know.
Let us know.
Let us know. Man, pooping your pants on the Gravitron might be one of the worst things that could ever happen.
Man.
I think puking in the gravitron kind of sucks too, right?
That comes right back on your face.
Is that what happens?
Yeah.
But does it hit other people too?
It
Probably?
could.
It probably
Yeah.
splashes.
Yep.
No thanks. All right. Well, anything we want to?
No, I think that's
Talk
good.
about? Everything's
Yeah.
good. Kevin,
That's
you got
fun.
any plugs?
I'm good.
Happy. It was good. This
Okay.
was a good one.
Tight.
Are you bringing up a would you rather?
Would you like me to?
I thought you were.
Well, you know, I mean, I figured Elliot had a
Oh.
good one. It was for the audience.
Yeah, let us know. We'll do the.
All right, fine. I'll pull one up. Let me see. Let's see. Ramp it up.
Hey, we're about to do Would You Rather. Cue the music. Thanks,
Brothers
Ryan. That was
theme.
great. Warner Brothers theme. We're the Warner Brothers and we make a lot of stuff. We're the Warner Brothers. We know you can't get enough. We're the Warner Brothers. We got some Looney Tunes, but this isn't that theme song. This is for the Warner dudes.
I kind of like
nice end.
the melody.
Was that pretty good?
Different lyrics. But
You
good
didn't like my
melody.
lyrics? Fuck you, man. Your turn. Dun, 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 dun,
I
dun,
can't.
dun,
I'm not even gonna
dun.
try.
Yeah, then you shut your mouth. Dirty little pants shitter.
Oh no.
You flailing arm, little freak.
Yeah.
Going down those slides with your marionette doll arms.
Okay. This is a good one.
All right.
Would you rather go 1 month without a bath or a shower for $3 million, or 1 year without a bath or a shower for $30 million? So a 1 month or 1 year. For 1 month, you get $3 million. For 1 year, you get $30 million.
Gosh, this is hard because I don't even know the
Can you
difference
not?
of the.
What happens if you don't shower for a year? Don't you get disgusting?
Yeah, that's a wild
Like,
one.
isn't it not health? It's
We're
like
going to
not
assume.
good.
Okay, so let's just take off the table. Like, you can't, like, sponge bath yourself.
Right.
You can't go jump in a
No.
lake or a river or whatever.
You're gross at the end.
I'll
Well,
do
you
a
could
month.
probably go swimming.
I think I'll do a month.
I'll do a month. 3 million. I could make 3 million.
Yeah.
Make me very happy.
Imagine a month. Like, imagine week 3 of no shower, no bath.
A month
Your
would be
hair
not
is
bad.
like.
I think a month we could
We
easily
can,
do.
especially if like you know you're not going to. I can make.
We'll do it.
I can
Sure,
plan
I-
accordingly.
Let's say it's doable.
Yeah.
You're still going through it. You're still
Oh, yeah.
greasy and nasty,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like nobody wants to be around you.
Yeah.
Perhaps, yeah. Yeah.
Plus, like, I
year.
don't know the difference because I've probably gone like 5 days without showering. I don't know what would happen at like day 25.
Like I wouldn't want to see people. Like I could, like you could still go out and do things, but I wouldn't want to like hang out with my friends. Like imagine being sitting next to me during the podcast, and I'm like 6 weeks into no shower.
I'd be like, I'm putting my time in with my friend Steve because I know at the end of this he's gonna have
He's
$3
gonna
million
throw a little
dollars.
something
Yeah.
Couple Benjis.
I love that. I love the people that are like hankering down. They're like, we're in it for the long haul. Like we're gonna be friends with him, even though he's
Yeah.
gonna be awful to be around because maybe there's like a
Maybe.
little something in the end.
Yeah.
Here. He'll see the kindness.
He knows that I was there the whole time, getting him through it to that hard ending where he got $3 million for free.
Joe, I love hanging out with you. I love you so much, my best friend.
And then you puke out dollars because you work for Disney.
It was just like you're retching around your friend the whole time trying
Yeah,
to.
that's- I think that's the right answer. Everybody,
Yeah.
1 month.
Yeah.
I'm not going a year. I don't.
No, I don't think
that's a
so.
long year.
Okay.
They say too, once you're making that
I feel
amount of
like-
money
yeah,
to
that's
the
what I
other
was gonna
amount,
say.
your level of
It's not
happiness
that-
doesn't change that much.
Yeah. Yeah.
But apparently it really skyrockets around that amount.
Right around $3 million.
Right around those few, yeah.
Oh, this is a fun one. Okay, the last one, and we'll say goodbye. Would you rather have the ability to change the shape, size, and density of your body, or have the ability to change the shape, size, and density of any object?
Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
Yeah.
Shape, size.
Maybe the object.
Yeah.
I'm
the
going object.
You can probably.
Because you could fight a whole group of bad guys. Just go
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
just squish them all together. And like, you could be like a superhero.
And make them tiny.
That would make you a pretty cool superhero.
Yep.
Because if you could change the size, shape, and density of any object, you could make a drone big enough to be like your personal little car, and then you could fly around in it and
Or
stuff.
you could just like snap your fingers and the density of and it just like
yeah. You could like fall from a great height and change the density of the ground
There you
before
go.
you
If I got a
land
piece
on
of
it.
cake that I really, really like, I just make myself really small so
That's-
that cake lasts
yeah.
forever.
Yeah, you could make you. Oh, if you could change your density and shape.
Yeah.
Shake
Just
and
be-
honey and shrink the kids when they eat the oatmeal cream pie.
Yeah.
So it's like, would
the
you rather
Cheerios
be,
and die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you just make big ass Cheerios.
This is kind of just asking if you'd rather be Ant-Man or.
Well, it said weight.
Who's the
and
guy that stretches?
Fantastic?
Fantastic-
Mr.
Mr.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Reed?
Fab Four.
Yeah.
The Fast and the Furious. Fast and the Furious. Dropping a
Kermit
hat.
the
Shame.
Frogist. Osage County.
Spoilers.
But right, like that's asking if you'd rather be Ant-Man or kinda.
I guess. Wait, what's the 3 things that it says?
Ant-Man
oh,
or
no,
Hulk?
Oh no, because right, changing the density of something else is a completely different thing.
You could probably take advantage of a lot of things if you're going to be changing the sizes of everything else
Of
in
anything,
the universe.
any
Yeah.
object.
But it's not just size, right? It's shape.
Yeah.
shape,
size,
and density.
So like shape too.
Yeah.
That could
You
mean
could
like
create the shape of yourself. You could look like anybody you want.
Yeah, you could make like
Yeah.
a
Your shapeshifter.
like you know how there's like a goo Luigi in Luigi's Mansion. You
Yeah.
can make like a goo
true.
you.
Yeah. You could turn yourself into a drone.
Blood and bones cracking. All right, motherfuckers, let's get out of here, huh? All right.
Bye, everybody. Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
listening. We appreciate you. Thanks to our patrons, and thank you to everyone else. Thank you to Kevin for being a guest.
Thank you,
Elliot,
Kevin.
welcome
Thank you for
back.
having
Thank you so much.
And Joe,
Yeah, you
great
as well.
job.
Yeah, you do, man.
You're doing
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, you do. You too, Kev. It's a good job.
Thank you.
I like that your arms were staying still the whole time.
You know what?
That's great.
Everybody's
They didn't
doing
move this
great.
whole time.
That's so funny.
Everybody's great.
Oh.